There's a bit of a glare, but I'll just.
You can move.
That's good.
Okay. All right, this is the angle overlap theorem. You'll remember this is also similar to what we did in the segments. In the segments we said if I'm given a small piece of a segment is congruent, then the overlapping segments are also congruent. And the converse to that was if the overlapping segments are congruent, then the small non-overlapping segments are also congruent. So given this picture, I can visualize two different setups. One is, if I know that this angle here is, let's say, 30 degrees, and I know that this angle here is the same size at 30 degrees, then it doesn't matter how big this angle BMC is, but when I add that to this angle, it's going to be the same size as this angle, because you're adding the same amount to 30 degrees in both cases. Make sense? Yes, no?
Yes.
So let's create the first theorem based on that. If I know that angle AMB is the same size as what? CMD or DMC is fine. Then what's true as a result of that?
AMC is the same size as BMD.
Good. One of our versions of the theorem. What's the other version? Yeah.
Isn't it if angle AMB is congruent to CM? Yeah, no, just kidding.
Actually, what you were saying is exactly right. You were saying the same, that you could make a theorem that is, instead of the angles measures being equal, you could make the theorem that the angles are congruent.
Isn't it just the exact same thing backwards, like replace, like switch the if and then?
Exactly. So if the measure of AMC is equal to the measure of angle BMD, then the measure of angle AMB is equal to the measure of angle CMD. It just flips this one and this one. Now, the way we're going to apply this is relatively formulaic. I need you to do this process. If I tell you that AMB is equal to CMD's measure, then does this rule apply?
Yes.
It does, doesn't it? Because this rule says, if this fact is true, are they telling us that that fact is true? Yes. So we're playing this game. If this fact is true, then this must be true. Well, that fact is true. So I can say the measure of angle AMC is equal to the measure of angle BMD. Now, I look at all my data here, and some of this data will be extraneous. I don't need it. Do I need to know what the measure of AMC is?
Yes.
I do, because that's one of the pieces I just discovered. So 5x minus 10. Do I need to know what BMC is right now? I don't, do I? Do I need to know what BMD is?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't have it here. So I'm kind of stuck, aren't I?
Oh, sure.
Unless we go back to what we learned a moment ago, the angle addition postulate. Measure of angle BMD, this whole thing, is equal to the sum of what two angles?
AMC.
Oh.
We're just looking at this.
Yeah.
The orange angle, the big orange angle, is equal to the sum of what two other angles?
BMC and CMD.
BMD is equal to the measure of angle BMC plus measure of angle CMD. You guys agree?
Or
This big angle is equal to the little one plus the little one. Whatever they may be. Let's take off those 30 degrees now. So, if BMD is equal to these two, don't I know what BMC is?
yes, you
Yes.
do.
That's 3x minus 2. Don't I know what CMD is?
Yeah.
10x minus 40. So the measure of angle BMD is these two combined. How much is that? 3x and 10x?
13x
Negative 2, negative 40.
minus 42.
So now I can put this in here because that's the measure of BMD.